Hello, my name is Chatea Wiley, and I wanted to talk today about It Works Global and Total Life Changes. It Works Global was a huge part of my life for a very significant amount of time. With It Works Global, I had some really good success. I made it all the way up to double diamond, and when I started It Works Global, I really wasn't interested in working the business at all. I had a networking group that met once a month, and a woman came to one of my networking events, and she really wanted me to purchase this body wrap, and I purchased it to be nice. I didn't really want it, but she was really adamant that I needed it. So I purchased the product and I took it home. It sat on my nightstand for probably about 2 weeks before I even opened up the package. But when I did, I got super excited at my results. I put on the wrap, and by the time I took it off, I had lost 6 inches, which really excited me. And then I was like, wait a minute, what is this product? So I immediately called the lady who had came to my event, and I told her, okay, I'm really interested in the product and I'm going to sign up, but do not expect me to work this business. I'm not interested in working a business. I just really love the product, and if I'm going to buy a product, I want to get it at a discount. So we met up at Panera Bread and we talked about the company. She told me everything she had to say, and I was barely even listening because I knew I did not want to work the business, and I really truly just wanted it for the products and to get my discount, and I was content with that. But then when I started telling everybody about the wraps, the business just came to me. And at the time, It Works Global was still rather new. I believe I started back in 2010 or 11. And it still was new at the time, and not a lot of people had heard of the wraps, especially not a lot of people in the Cleveland, Ohio area. So all of this business just came to me because the wraps, they really truly did work. And everybody that I put the wrap on, they wanted to find out how they also could sell these products and how they also could benefit from them using them on a more regular basis. So it seemed a little bit effortless at the beginning to get people interested in the wraps. It Works Global really did change my life for the better. I was that crazy rap girl who was always doing rap parties. Everywhere I went, I was blitzing people, giving them my blitz cards. And then no matter where I went, if I gave somebody my credit card to swipe it, I also gave them a blitz card about the business. I was that person. I had probably about 50 different It Works shirts. Everything that they put in the back office and at the It Works store, I purchased. I had the hats, I had the bags, I had the scarves. Everything It Works I had the car decals. I was that crazy rap girl. And It Works Global, it taught me so much about leadership, personal development, self-development, business development. It taught me a lot about me and who I was. I'm so grateful for It Works Global and all the wisdom and knowledge that I obtained during that time in my life. And I was with It Works Global for several years. I'm not the type of person that'll jump from company to company, and I actually stick with a company because I truly believe that you don't know how well a company can work out for you until you give it a few years of your life, which I did. I gave It Works Global probably about 4 or 5 years of my life, and I loved every minute of it. I went to all of the events. They had phenomenal events. The conferences were amazing. And I remember the first major conference that I went to, I believe I was a Ruby ambassador at the time, and they had the diamond dinner, and everybody was wearing all these ball gowns and pretty dresses, and I said, you know what, next year I will be diamond and I will be at that event. And I made that pact, and by the next year I was diamond. It didn't even take a year, probably about I would say 30 to 60 days before I became diamond right out of that conference. And I worked hard. I also have a full-time job for Department of Defense, and I also was going to school full-time to get my master's degree. And while doing both of those things, I also worked enough parties, talked to enough people, blitzed enough people to make it to diamond. So I loved It Works Global. I still do. I still love the company. I love a lot of the people that I met, I became friends with. Some of the people I still talk to today. I feel like when you are doing business with people, you will develop those lifelong friendships. A lot of the people that were on my team, I love dearly. They are now like a part of my family. So as far as It Works Global, I loved the products. I loved the people. It really was life-changing for me. And it changed my whole mindset on network marketing in general and the ability that you have to make it to the top of the compensation plan, because before that I never was able to make it to the top of any compensation plan. I never made rank. So when I got to It Works Global and made double diamond, I was cow jumped over the moon excited. I had earned 2 of the $10,000 get out of debt bonuses. It was so exciting. Just the whole culture was exciting to be a part of. And like I said, I learned a lot, and it was really a great experience. During my time with It Works Global, I went to an event and I met this girl, and she was telling me about Total Life Changes, and she had the tea with her, and she was telling me that this tea would make me lose lots of weight. All I had to do was drink the tea, and when I bought the tea, I automatically had a business. And I told her that I wasn't interested at the business because I was doing really well with It Works, but of course I would buy the tea if it was going to help me lose weight. I've always had weight issues all my life. I'm a plus size model. I'm Miss Ohio Plus America 2015. I also do acting. I am the face of Curves Connect. I did a Curves Connect commercial, which is a online dating site. I've done other commercials as well. So plus size has been a part of my life. So anytime anybody tells me that I could drink some tea that tastes great and I'll lose weight, then of course I'm going to give it a try. So I bought the tea just so that I could see if it helped me to lose weight. And at the same time, I automatically got a rep number as well. And that was, I believe, May of 2014 that occurred. And I had no idea that I had signed up to a new company. I mean, I knew it was a new company. I just didn't understand the ramifications of what I had done. So when I purchased the tea, I automatically became a rep 5 months into a brand new company. But I never did anything with the company. About December 2014, I got a little disenchanted with the company. I wasn't really making the money that I wanted to make, and it was just a little bit hard maintaining status with that company. And then I noticed a Total Life Changes post, and I remembered that I had purchased the tea back in May. So I contacted the girl who signed me up, and she said that she was no longer with the company, and she gave me the name of her upline. So I called my upline, who was at the very top of the company. There's nobody above her. And she was telling me to go log into my back office and tell her what the number said. And I told her I don't even know how to log into my back office. I bought this tea 7 months ago and I've never done anything. I've never signed up a person. I've never sold a product. So my back office isn't going to say any numbers. And she was like, oh, just trust me. Log into your back office. And she asked me, what did it say for the left-hand side and what did it say for the right? And on the left side, it was 0. And on the right side, there was thousands of volume on the right-hand side. And I still didn't understand because I wasn't familiar with the binary compensation plan. So she said, oh, you know what? You are in such a great position. I was going to move you or have you sign up again, but your position is so amazing that I don't want you to move. So here is the number of the person who is directly above you. Give her a call. So I gave a call to the other person, and she said the same thing. Well, let's log into your back office. And at this point, I'm like, okay, let's log into the back office again. And I logged into the back office, and within an hour, that number that was already at thousands had jumped to several more thousand, and I just didn't understand. And I'm like, I don't know what's going on. I think the back office is broke because I've never done a thing with Total Life Changes, and this just can't be right. And then that's when she explained to me the binary compensation plan, and that even though I had signed up back in May, I had positioned myself so greatly that all of her people were falling onto that one side. So now I'm at the position where I'm 2 people from the top of the company, and I'm super excited because I'm seeing all of this volume on the right hand side. And in a month's worth of time with Total Life Changes, every single month it looked as though there was $100,000 that I was not getting paid on. So I'm like, well, what do I need to do to catch up so that I can get paid on all this volume that's in my back office? So immediately I got a jump on it. I called every single person that was with me in other businesses that weren't working those businesses any longer, and told them about what happened. Just told them the story. 7 months later, I had done nothing and I had this volume in my back office. So I got a lot of people to join on really quickly, and it was amazing. And within a week from the time I made that phone call, I had made it to director in Total Life Changes, and it was amazing. And then the tea shortage came, and anybody that was a part of Total Life Changes with the tea shortage, you know what I'm talking about. So a lot of those heavy hitters that I had signed up that helped me become director, now they had fallen off. A lot of people just became disengaged while waiting on their packages to come. And it just really was really hard for me, especially, to ever make my left side match my right, because the right hand side had everybody falling into it, and the left hand side, which was the side that I was building, took a lot of effort to build. If you're familiar with a binary compensation plan, you understand that you have a power leg and you have a pay leg. So your power leg is going to be your big leg, and your pay leg is going to be the leg that you're actually paid commissions on. So the power leg was huge and my pay leg was very small. So I was making very small commission checks, because you're only going to get paid on half of your work when you're working with a binary compensation plan, which really isn't that exciting. So Total Life Changes, even though I kind of got in simply by purchasing a product, it really wasn't for me, and I did not do a lot with it. So that's how I became a part of Total Life Changes. With It Works Global, the three main reasons that I decided it was no longer for me were the compensation plan, the sustainability, and the time freedom. So the compensation plan, any compensation plan looks great on paper. Any compensation plan, you probably can make it to the top if you work hard enough. But with It Works Global, what I noticed with the compensation plan was, even though I was making a large amount of money that I was making was also going back out in order for me to maintain my status. So with It Works Global, it's on a linear compensation plan, which means everybody that you sign up, while you're going to make ranks, all of those people have to be not only active, but they have to have a certain amount of volume. And when I was with It Works Global, the amount of volume that every person had to have was 400. So they had to be active, which means they had to run their auto ship, and they had to have 400 in sales every month for them to count towards my rank. So as you could imagine, people do what they want to do in network marketing. It really is a volunteer army. They can sign up. They could do nothing from the day they sign up. They could do a lot. Life can happen and they can just, fall off. Who knows why people don't really work their business after they sign up, but it's just the reality of the industry. So when I made Diamond, I believe it was 24 people that I had to have in my organization that all had to be active, and they had to be in certain places on the diagram. So we would always be charting for our next rank. So we would take out our chart and we would try to fill in those boxes with people, and each of those people in all of those boxes had to be active, and they had to have their $400 in sales. So for Diamond, it was 24. For Double Diamond, I don't even remember the number, but it was a whole lot of people that I had to have active and with 400 in volume every month for me to maintain my rank. And remember, I told you that I got two $10,000 get out of debt bonuses, and I helped 2 other people do the same. But as soon as you don't make that rank again the next month, you will lose that bonus. They were paying out something like $400 a month of your good bonus. And immediately when you lost that rank, you lost that bonus, and you were never able to get it back. So you would work so hard to reach the rank of Diamond, Double Diamond, Triple Diamond, Presidential Diamond, and then when you got there, you would get those bonuses. But if you did not maintain that next month, oh well for you, so sorry. And you were like, wow, I worked so hard to get to this rank, and because one person didn't run their auto ship, or because one person didn't have the right amount of volume, now my bonus is gone and all that work was for naught. So that's what I had experienced as far as the compensation plan. It was just a lot of work to keep everybody active. I would do everything that I could to maintain that rank, but it just became a little bit overwhelming and very expensive to do. So I would have to call those people, hope that they answered, just so that I could log in into their back office, put in the orders to make them active and qualified so that I could make my rank. Eventually, It Works Global put it into that as well, because they didn't want us to be able to do that. They didn't want us to have that ability. So it just became really difficult to maintain and to keep everyone motivated, to keep everyone inspired, to keep everyone moving forward. And motivation comes from within. So there's nothing that I can physically do to keep a whole team of people motivated. I can give them all the tools, all the resources, all the training, all of the extra incentives. And it's really up to them if they want to work the business. And it's really up to them if they've created a strong enough why to keep them moving forward. So even though I made it to Double Diamond, it was a great, huge accomplishment for me. It was just extremely hard to maintain. Another thing about It Works compensation plan that was a little bit disappointing for me was the Fast Start bonus. So with the Fast Start bonus, you would get a $100 bonus every time you would sign someone up. However, when that person signed up, if they didn't work the business, you wouldn't get the Fast Start bonus. In order for me to get the Fast Start bonus, that particular person that I signed up had to get 2 loyal customers within 30 days and run an auto ship within that same amount of time. So if they did not get 2 loyal customers, or if they did not run their auto ship, I didn't get the Fast Start bonus. So again, if that person got 1 loyal customer, then I would try to go in and put in another order so that I could get the Fast Start bonus. Or if I was getting loyal customers from parties and things that I was doing, I would gift those loyal customers to the person that I just signed up that wasn't moving, just so I can get that $100 Fast Start bonus. So it was hard to maintain the bonuses that you earned, and it was also hard to actually get the Fast Start bonuses if the person wasn't active like you would hope that they would be when they first signed up for a business. Also, with the compensation plan, we were only getting paid 10% on our retail. So when I was doing parties and going out there pounding the pavement and putting wraps on people, if I sold a box of $60 wraps, I was getting $6 on those boxes of wraps. So just the 10% wasn't really a whole lot of money for the amount of effort that I was putting in. So that was the experience that I had with the compensation plan. The second reason why I decided that It Works Global was not for me was the sustainability. And I pretty much touched on a lot of the sustainability when I was talking about the compensation plan, but maintaining rank was just a little bit difficult when you had to ensure that everybody that helped you get to that rank remained active and they had their $400 in volume. And finally, the third reason was time freedom. So a lot of us will join network marketing companies in hopes to get that time freedom, in hopes to own our own time, to make our own hours, and to live a life of comfort and relaxation. Live a life on the beach while you're still getting paychecks. That is the life that a lot of us hope for when we enter into network marketing. But what I found with It Works Global was, in order to sell those wraps, you have to put wraps on a lot of people, which takes a lot of time, especially if you are the type of person who wants to see the results, sit with them that whole entire hour, make sure they're drinking the water, just to sell, at the time that I was selling the wraps, a $25 wrap. So you're putting these wraps on people and it's taking a lot of your time. You're doing a lot of wrap parties, a lot of wrap appointments. A lot of weeks I would do minimum 3 wrap parties. So it would be like a party during the week, or a party on a Friday night, 2 parties on Saturday, or 2 parties on Sunday. But I always had a booked calendar because, like I said, the wraps did work. It was just a lot of time involved with getting the wraps on every person and doing all of the wrap parties. And for me, it just wasn't ideal for my schedule. I did it and I enjoyed it while I was doing it, but I was tired and burnt out a lot because I was always on to the next wrap party, always finding the next person that I can put the wrap on. So with that particular product, even though it's a consumable product, it takes a lot of time and effort to go out there and put it in the marketplace, because you have to actually put it on people, show them how to use it. You can give them instructions, but just the way I built my business, you were putting wraps on everybody. So the time freedom really wasn't there for me. Working a full-time job and still trying to go out there every day and build my business just took a lot of time. With Total Life Changes, I had those same 3 objections. The compensation plan. With the binary compensation plan, you're only getting paid off of half of what you do. If the power leg is bigger than the pay leg, you're only going to get paid on that pay leg. So for me, my power leg was always, well over $100,000. When I actually left Total Life Changes, my rollover volume was over $1 million, because that is just how much volume was on that one side. But there was no way I could ever catch up unless I really was out there hustling and doing lots of tea parties and talking to a whole lot of people. And it was just a lot of hard work to get my pay leg to catch up to my power leg. And even with the 50% check match, if the people were having the same problem that I was having, then their check might have been $20, which meant I would get maybe $10 on that 50% matching. And also with the compensation plan, the retail was 10%, which is good if you're selling a lot of products, but me, I'm a recruiter. And that's another issue that I had with the compensation plan with Total Life Changes. When I joined, there was no requirement to purchase any package. All you had to do was purchase a product. So you can get a $40 product, and when you bought that $40 product, you automatically had a business. So our Fast Start bonus, which we did get 50%, if they bought a $40 product, you would get $20 as a Fast Start bonus. But, you know, that's not a whole lot of money. It's not the kind of money that I'm in business for. I have a great job working for Department of Defense. I have a nice home. I have nice cars. I have a BMW. I have a convertible. I have a lot of nice things. I'm used to traveling the world. So I'm not interested in making a little money. I'm interested in making residual income that'll last me my lifetime and my children's children's lifetime. So I'm interested in the residual money and the aspect of that. And with Total Life Changes and It Works Global, there really was not a lot of residual income. Another thing that I found interesting was, since people did not have to purchase any type of kit when they came into the business, there really wasn't a lot of skin in the game. Who can really go out there and purchase a business for $40? So the people that were doing that, even though they came in at lightning speed, not a lot of them stuck with it because there really was not a big investment. So, if I do something, great. If not, okay, it's fine too. So when I was with Total Life Changes, I did notice that a lot of the same people had came over with me from It Works Global, but they didn't really do that same amount of work with Total Life Changes because there really was not a lot of skin in the game. And the compensation plan, again, you're getting paid on half of your work, which didn't excite a lot of people. The sustainability, again, same thing. When you're getting paid off of just the pay leg and not the power leg, it's really hard to maintain your rank. Even though I was a director, getting that 1,000 in volume every month was easy, but it was hard to advance and to maintain those ranks because of how the compensation plan is split up. And thirdly, time freedom. Again, same thing. I really wasn't interested in doing a whole lot of tea parties because I was already burned out from all the wrap parties. And I really wasn't interested in brewing up lots of tea and being the tea delivery girl and taking gallons of tea to people. There was just a lot of time involved with that, and I wasn't experiencing the time freedom that I desired. So I just took a hiatus from network marketing and said that I didn't want to do network marketing again. I just got a little burned out, a little disenchanted with the industry, and just decided that I would just work my good old government job and work that 40-40-40 plan that we all talk about and retire at 62 and then try to find some sort of great quality of life. And then I got the call. My wealth and money manifestation coach, my mentor, my great friend, my spiritual mother called me and said, "Hey, I got this opportunity for you." And when she called, I'm like, okay, what is it? And she told me about Wakaya Perfection and how I could join for only $25. The company was so new. It was so new that she couldn't even take my $25 because there was not even a website yet. And I got a little excited because of who she was. Not really because I wanted to jump into another network marketing company, but I believed in her and I had trust in her. And when we were in Total Life Changes, she also was a part of Total Life Changes. She had come on after me and under someone else, but she was so nice to let me jump on all of her team calls, even though we were sidelines and I was not in her organization. And I learned so much from her. I got so much knowledge and wisdom from her during that time period. And at that time, I always wished I was on her team because she just poured so much into me. So when she called and said that I could become a part of this company for $25 just to hold my spot, I wanted to do it just because of who she was. And I remembered how much I wanted to be on her team before, and I figured now here was my chance. So that was on February 24th when I said, yes, let's do this. What's $25? And then later on, when we actually went into pre-launch March 19th, then we had to get our Paradise Packs, and that's when we got into the Matrix. And let me tell you, the Matrix is unlike anything I had ever seen or heard of before. The Matrix is much different from the linear compensation plan that I was a part of with It Works Global. The Matrix is so much different than the binary compensation plan that I was with with Total Life Changes. The Matrix is amazing. It is a 2x4 forced matrix, and that matrix fills up not just by you, but you could also get some spillover from your upline and also the people that you put into the organization. And we have a 2x4 matrix, and it only takes 30 people to complete that matrix. I've already completed a matrix. With every matrix you complete, it's a $600 bonus, which is amazing. And when I was learning about the compensation plan, my mentor said one thing that made me literally rise up from where I was sitting. She said, let's just say your matrix fills up before you qualify, before you get your 2 people. You need 2 people to qualify in this matrix. Let's just say 30 people came into your organization that you did not sign up and you hadn't gotten your 2. Our company will hold that money for you and wait up to 6 months until you qualify. so that you definitely get your bonus. And I was like, that's unheard of. I've never seen a company hold your bonus for 6 months and give you the opportunity to qualify. I've been a part of companies that took your bonus away the second you didn't maintain rank. So to have a company that holds your bonuses for you until you reach the point where you qualify, I was like, whoa. So when I heard about this company, I knew that this was a company made by network marketers for network marketers, and that it was a company of extreme integrity. And just in the amount of time of the pre-launch, we were in pre-launch from March until October. I did so well with this company, and I made it to the rank of Ruby, and I got my first car bonus. Even as a part of It Works Global, I never got to my car bonus. So I was so excited that I could reach car bonus status in a company during its pre-launch. There were so many different ways we get paid in this compensation plan, 14 ways to be exact. And every single way that we get paid, I have already earned, which is so exciting for me. They have special incentive vacations, and I earned my way on the Founders Cruise that's going to be happening in January on Royal Caribbean, and I'm so excited about that. So not only am I getting matrix bonuses, cruises, car bonuses, we have so many different ways we get paid. Our coding bonuses are phenomenal. My coding bonus right now is $60. Our Fast Start bonuses are $100. And what I love about our Fast Start bonuses is that when somebody joins the company, you're going to get your $100 Fast Start bonus regardless of if they have an auto ship, regardless of if they sign up a customer. That $100 Fast Start bonus is yours. And by the way, our company does not require you to run an auto ship. So if you have $80 in customers, that completes your requirement for $80 in BV to remain active, which is nice because our products are inexpensive, yet they are very high quality, and most people really want them. Because even though our company is new to network marketing, the products have been around for 5 years. Wakaya Perfection is owned by billionaire David Gilmour, who is also the founder of Fiji Water, the founder of the hotel string that we now know as Intercontinental Hotel. He's also the founder of Barrick Gold Mining. So I'm really excited that this company is backed by a billionaire. Our products were previously sold in high-end retailers like Saks Fifth Avenue and the Chopra Center Home Shopping Network. And they were listed in Oprah's Favorite Things not once, but twice in 2012 and 2014. So our products speak for themselves. And it's just been such an amazing experience thus far. I've never felt so at home with the people and with the company. I love everything about Wakaya Perfection, and I'm just out here trying to spread the word to more people. If you are interested in finding out more information on Wakaya Perfection and to really have all the information required to determine whether or not this company is a right fit for you, go ahead and go to my website, livewakaya.com. Click on the Opportunity tab at the top of the page, and that'll bring you to a nice overview video. And then click on the Contact button in the upper right-hand corner. Drop me a message, and I look forward to having dialogue with you. After watching the opportunity video, if you know that this opportunity is right for you, go ahead and join us. We would love to have you on this journey with us. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. I honor you. Thank you so much for watching.